Hey, my friends. So, we are working on self-portraits. So, a self-portrait is a picture that you draw of yourself. So, we've already created one when you did your Create project. That self-portrait didn't look like you, but it represented you. What we're going to work on today is one that sort of looks like you, but when we get to the color, it may not. So we're going to start with our paper. You can do this on paper, you can do this on the computer. It's whatever you have to work with. So first, we need to get our head shape. We're going to start with a U shape. So a really long, skinny U shape. Down and around, and then we're going to connect it with a rainbow shape that comes up and around just like that. So once you get it, we're then going to go through our facial features. Now, as you draw them, everyone's is going to look a little bit different, and that is fine, but there are some basic shapes we want to think about. First of all, number one, our tools start at the top and bottom of your head. The top of your head here is up here, not here. So the top of your head here, start at the top and the bottom. When you bring your fingers together, that is the middle of your head. That's actually where your eyes sit. So in the middle, we're going to add our eyes. And we're going to add all three parts to our eye. So one, we have our eyelids, and our eyelids are what create the shape of our eye. Second, we have our iris. The iris is going to be the space in your eye that has color. Third, we're going to add our pupils. Now those are the black dots, are actually holes in our eyes that let light in and out so that we are able to see. So from here, you can go back and you can do it now or you can do it later, but you can add all of your different details. So we have eyelashes, and everyone has eyelashes. They protect our eyes by helping to swipe away and keep out dust and dirt, so that way our eyes don't get scratched or damaged. We have eyebrows, and you can go through and add all of these details or others. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So ready? Number one, our tools again. We're going to start between our eyes and on our chin. So starting here, we're going to slowly move our fingers together where they meet halfway between the eyes and the chin, down here and up here. We are going to add in our nose. So for your nose, look at your nose. Do you see both curves around the edge? Can you see your nostrils? Think about it and look at what you can see. And we're going to go ahead and draw in our nose. Now this is going to look very, very different for everyone. Look at the shadows. Look at the lines that you see for your nose as you're drawing it. Don't just guess or assume. Use a mirror if you have one available to look at the shapes. So next, halfway between the chin and the nose, slowly when we come together here. This is where our mouth is going to go, and that's actually the center. For our mouth to start with, we're going to start with a smiley face, because that's going to give us the shape of our lower lip. Now to connect the top, we need to make sure we include the bow. So both boys and girls have this bow. This is something that's kind of accentuated with makeup sometimes, but it's the gathering of all of our muscles in our face, from the sides of our cheek to our nose to the top lip. So this bow is where those muscles are all tied together. So everyone has that. So we have the top lip and the bottom lip, but we need to separate them. So we're going to connect both sides together for our mouth. Now there are other details we can go back and add, and we're going to work our way back up our head to do that. First, we're going to add in our ears. So between our eyes and our nose, our ears are a capital B shape. That curve, not exactly, but it gives you that idea. It's got that curve at the top and comes in, and a little curve at the bottom. And we don't see our whole ear like we would in profile. We have just a little of it that shows. So we have our ear. As we work our way up, we have our hair. So we're going to go back to our number one art tools, between our eyes and the top of our head. Slowly come together to find the middle, and we're going to put a dot there because that is where our hairline is. So from there all the way around where our ears are, we're going to connect around this way and around that way. Now, when you draw in your hair, remember we're just drawing today, so we're not coloring it all in. Now, when I look at mine, because my hair is pulled back, I have kind of these lines that show the direction of my hair. If my hair was down or if my hair was curly, it would still start here, but I may have some of it over my face or hanging down. And so from this space, I would add my few. From my part at the top, I may have hair that comes down. But notice how I'm not coloring in, I'm just drawing. Now for my boys with shorter hair, you may have some spikes. For my boys and my girls who may have some curly hair, you may not be doing straight lines. You may do curls where you have that. Or maybe you have some gorgeous tight curls to add that texture. Everyone's hair is a little bit different, and how we style it may look different. So there are lots and lots of different options as we're working in our hair. Mine kind of looks all messed up because I have so many different hairstyles going on. If I did longer hair with my curls, it may be connected. I may want some of these to be different. I can add them in. When we go back and add color, those textures that we draw will show out, but our color will be what fills in all of that extra white space, so that will be what stands out. The very last thing we're going to draw today is our neck. So what I need you to do is come down to the side, because our heads do not flow in the air, and draw your neck. So that way that anchors it. So we don't have our floating head. We have our self-portrait. All right, guys, have fun adding color, or not adding color. We're going to add color next. Have fun drawing your self-portrait. Go back and watch each of the different parts. If you are unsure where to place your eyes, nose, mouth, your hair, your ears, it goes through all of it. I can't see what you guys come up with, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.